Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is conflict. What is conflict? Well, at its core, conflict is a fight or serious disagreement. It's a noun, and it describes a situation where people or groups have opposing interests or ideas. We use it all the time in everyday language, from talking about global politics to discussing disagreements with our friends and family. So, let's dive deeper and explore what conflict really means. Think of it as a clash, a struggle, or a difference of opinion taken to a more serious level. Now, let's look at some synonyms. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings, and knowing them can help you understand conflict even better. One synonym for conflict is disagreement. For example, there was a disagreement between the two departments about the budget. Another synonym is struggle. The country is facing a major struggle for economic stability. We can also use the word clash. The clash between the protesters and the police resulted in several injuries. Dispute is another word that works. The neighbors have a dispute over the property line. And finally, consider contention. The issue of climate change is a source of great contention. See how these words all share the core meaning of conflict, but with slightly different nuances? Now, let's flip the coin and explore antonyms. Antonyms are words with opposite meanings, and understanding them can help us appreciate the full spectrum of what conflict represents. An antonym for conflict is agreement. After a long negotiation, the parties finally reached an agreement. Another antonym is harmony. The choir sang in perfect harmony. We can also use peace. The two nations have been living in peace for many years. Concord is another opposite. The project was completed in concord between the team members. Finally, consider unity. The community showed remarkable unity after the natural disaster. These words all represent a lack of conflict, a state of cooperation and understanding. So, how do we use conflict in everyday life? Well, it pops up in all sorts of conversations. You might say, I'm trying to avoid conflict with my roommate about chores. Or, there's a lot of conflict in the news these days regarding political issues. We also use it in common expressions. For instance, he's a person who thrives on conflict, meaning he enjoys arguing or being in challenging situations. Another expression is the conflict of interest, which describes a situation where someone has a personal interest that could influence their professional decisions. Here are some more usage examples of conflict in sentences and phrases. The conflict between the siblings escalated quickly. The company is trying to resolve the conflict between the employees. The political conflict has caused widespread unrest. She tried to mediate the conflict between her friends. He has a strong aversion to conflict and always tries to avoid it. The movie explores themes of inner conflict and redemption. The conflict arose due to a misunderstanding. The conflict zone is a dangerous place to be. They are working towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict. The conflict of opinions made it difficult to reach a consensus. The unresolved conflict continued to simmer beneath the surface. The book analyzed the causes of the global conflict. Her internal conflict was evident in her hesitant behavior. The ongoing conflict has displaced thousands of people. The conflict in the region has been going on for decades. The documentary shed light on the human cost of the conflict. The conflict resolution training helped them improve their communication skills. The constant conflict was taking a toll on their relationship. The teacher intervened to resolve the conflict between the students. The conflict reached a boiling point during the meeting. I hope this has helped you understand the word conflict better. We've covered its definition, synonyms like disagreement, struggle, clash, dispute, and contention, and antonyms like agreement, harmony, peace, concord, and unity. Remember, conflict is a common word, so mastering it will definitely improve your English. Thank you so much for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show. And now for your homework. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word conflict and share it as a comment under the video. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.